Welcome to another edition of CRockLiveMagazine.com. We're coming to you Canada Music Week at the Rivoli Live Music Center. Now you're going to hear some background sounds, so just know and enjoy. That's what you're missing out on today on Q. Right now here, my name is Peter Laneas, and I'm here with the lovely Heather Luckhart. And we have the privilege of getting the opportunity to interview this outstanding band who I'm going to pass to my co-host, and we're going to get this going.
I'm so excited. We're here with Harm and Ease, and I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves. Who better to introduce you than you?
I'm Rylan Whalen. I'm the lead singer of the band Harmonies.
What's up, everyone? My name is Danny, and I play the guitar.
Hello. I'm John Goodblood, and I play guitar and harmonies as well. And I sing a little bit as well.
What's up, y'all? It's Alex Hamnet, also known as Alabama. I play the drums.
That's awesome. Well, we've been kind of chatting here, getting to know you guys a little bit, and so now I'm glad that we have you on camera, so we can catch all the dirty secrets that you're spilling. But first, I just want to say that I am so excited that Crazy Monkey Vodka has given us, tell us a bit about, they made you a signature drink.
This is the signature lemonade. Do it with me, Danny. All right. 3, 4. Lemonade, vodka lemonade, vodka lemonade.
I'm going crazy for this Crazy Monkey Vodka.
This is awesome. Yo, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers to lemonade and Crazy Monkey Vodka.
It doesn't even feel like an interview, and I mean that in the best way possible.
We do things a little differently here, but I got a drink on the
It feels like we're just chilling and having a drink.
Well, we kind of are.
So we'll get through the formalities right off the bat. Now, for anyone who's not familiar with Harmonies, they're definitely a one-of-a-kind band. Now, you have a great travel story. Anyone to look on their website, they'll see about their bio with the most unsuspecting. There was a really unique quote that they talked about how you found yourselves in Burlington, and it started in high school. Tell us about that and how things moved from there, and then you went south of the border.
Yeah, so it's a pretty unique story. Rylan and we met in middle school through Alex, and I had just moved here from Colombia, and we started Harmonies. We started playing shows, and 4 years into that, I ended up moving to Argentina with my family. I was here under a refugee status with my family, and my case got amended, and my family wasn't able to stay. But I already kind of had formed my life here, right? So my goal when I left was I need to find my way back to Canada some way, somehow. And Rylan ended up moving out to Buenos Aires, Argentina with me when he finished high school. So we were out there at 18, living alone and making music and trying to figure out our career and how to get back here, right? And it took about 7 years. That's where we ran into John. He was busking, playing blues on a street corner one day, and we were, so he was singing in English, and he was one of the first guys I met there. We ended up meeting through playing at venues and stuff, and after a few years we ended up jamming, and we convinced him to come to Canada once we got the opportunity to come here, and Alex was here, so we were able to unite us four in the last 2 years. We moved here 2 years ago, and we've been working away. We all live together, so we're just constantly creating and making music, and it's a crazy story. I don't want to drag on too long, but that's basically it.
No dragging on at all. And the way that you are just littering in words like it's crazy monkey crazy.
It is.
That's what we're enjoying about it. The drinks are bringing the lemonade and the love. That's what we want to focus on.
That's so great. So the house that you're in now, you guys are all living together. What kind of wild house is that? My God.
First grab the mic.
So you complimented our hair before, yeah. So can you imagine the drain? But we gotta fix the sink. Yeah,
it's
don't
amazing.
dump grease and fat.
Are there
down
any
the drain.
plumbers who want to help out a band?
I think it may be haunted.
Oh!
Every night at 3 a.m. something happens, I swear.
I've heard some stuff, but I don't think it's too bad. But no, honestly, it's pretty fun because we're able to create all the time. Nowadays, especially being in a band isn't only about writing songs and jamming, which I wish it was. But realistically, now you need to be in basically am part of social media and all that stuff, so it's easy to create content when there's 4 guys in the same house, and when it's like we wake up, we organize, we have a few hours for creating this, doing that, band practice, and then other than obviously you want me to be like we party hard every day, but we also work really hard, and that's part of the reason why we live together is because it helps us like keep the band moving like constantly. There's no time to be like, oh, I gotta go back home tonight. Sometimes it's like we're recording all night or whatever, so that's definitely a big benefit to having the band house and basically like a content house,
Awesome.
Yeah.
You can't kill my vibe, even if you tried. I'm staying alive, John Travolta style. Everywhere I go, even in the cold. That's the way it goes. Goodbye, adios.
I can see the inspiration in the name Harmonies that you get along the way that you do, and being able to find the content, put together the media. Now, your social media channels are really something to observe and enjoy. You've got amazing album status for what's been released, how it's gained traction from then till now, and some of the people that you've worked with, including in honor of our cocktail, Lemonade. Tell us a little bit about that.
Tell you about Lemonade? Yeah, I'll tell you all about Lemonade. It's a great number that we're really glad that we're gonna like. We've only played it live once, right? Today will be the second time we play it live, and we had a feature on the tune on the second verse from Fifi Dobson. She's a great artist, great singer, and I wish I could have gone. She did like a premiere the other night. I couldn't go, but she did great on it, and yeah, like to relate it to social media, like we've done a lot of posts enticing people to duet it, to incorporate, to use the sound and stuff like that, and we love that song. We love playing it.
It's super stellar. It's got a great vibe, the energy in the song. I can tell that you guys are reflecting that now. And so when you're on stage too, like I know you guys have such great connections with your fans. I see it in the posts that you make. You're really personal. So I'd love to hear more about, what that's like from the perspective of behind the mic, for the people who are gonna be coming out to your shows and watching. Like, I'm sure what you're pouring out to them, they're gonna pick that up. I'd love to hear more about that perspective.
Well, I think we've all been attracted to music that is connecting and it's honest, and you can feel a part of, like you're part of a community, and I think that's something we always strive for. We're at the end of the day, we're all just people, and we enjoy these experiences. And it's like a big family, and throughout whether we're living in Argentina or we're in Canada, we made so many great connections through the music and playing live. And you meet great musicians, you meet friends, you meet lovers, whatever it is. It's just a huge part of life, and we appreciate every single person that comes out and sees us, and we want to be a part of that. And I don't know.
That's so beautiful. I love it. That was like
the acknowledgement of that
great.
level of networking and connection. I mean, to be honest, being in a button-up shirt right now, I feel like I should have an even lower V.
Let it go.
Just so that way, it's just got that feeling, that vibe. It's like how
It's lower. His is lower than mine.
I'm seeing that couch over there, and it's turning into how low can you go?
It gets by the end of the show, it's like
It's 20 bucks left.
like
give this guy more lemonade.
here, and then it's just like 2 songs in, 3 songs, and then somehow the shirt's like open. You're like, what's going on? And then
If you're gonna commit to a band interview, commit to the band interview. Brought to you by Crazy Monkey Vodka.
I have to say that his lemonade is of the lowest amount in the glass of anybody else remaining. So the amount that the buttons are undone and the drink has been consumed seem to correlate. Oh, yeah. Also, like.
There's a correlation.
Now we will attempt to be responsible and make sure to let our viewers know
John's
to
got the
consume
tie on,
responsibly.
his
It is a
glass
marathon,
tie.
not a sprint.
No, but seriously, it's great that we have this sponsor, and I think it's so great that they also tied in your single, which obviously has just such a great energy, like you said, with Fifi Dobson on there and everything else. It's so super awesome. So how are you guys finding Canadian Music Week so far? Speaking of community and connectivity.
Yeah, it's been super awesome. Canadian Music Week, you get a lot of people from the industry coming out, and it's a great opportunity to meet a ton of different people, find a ton of different new contacts, and just like put yourself out there and also like meet whoever is here, and it's really cool.
We saw Chuck D from Public Enemy, and we saw the Metric one too.
I've heard Metric my whole life, kind of just in the background, and then recently I started looking into them, and I just Emily, the singer, she just I love the way she talks and how she looks at the music industry, and with age, and it's like it doesn't limit you. You know, you grow wiser and wiser with it. I don't know. I had to skip out early because it was my anniversary yesterday, but I missed that talk, and I'm disappointed I did.
I don't even know. Yeah, no, I just wanted to say that, like, to elaborate on what Alex said on Canadian Music Week, you really get to jump into your craft and look at yourself in the mirror and be like, this is what I do, this is who I am, you know, this kind of reasserting of oneself when you can kind of feel lost in the wilderness of the music industry sometimes, but it was educational, to say the least.
In agreement?
Yeah, I was going to say, it was really interesting going to these seminars and just like he said, validating some of the stuff that we've already been working on and thinking, but also like we learned a lot about performing and like basically like, you know, what we love to do and social media and stuff. And like there was a TikTok seminar. Obviously TikTok is like huge right now for the music industry. I was at the Junos and everything was about TikTok. Everyone was like, before any like artist plays, they're like, this person has 5 million followers on TikTok. Like TikTok just gets named everywhere. But yeah, it's something that every artist is battling right now. They're like, what do we do, right? So it was interesting, like having that talk and meeting the guys who work on TikTok and seeing like, okay, like asking these certain questions that like as a creator, you're like, am I doing something wrong or not or whatever? And just understanding that like there's like a method to it as well as like just obviously putting out work every day and stuff. So yeah, very educational, like John said.
What are some of the highlights that viewers and people who are attending Canada Music Week can look forward to for not only what you're doing in live performance, but also anything that's coming up?
Sorry, I saw somebody outside and they were like waving at me. Sorry, what did you say?
Alex, I thought we were closer. Looking right at you.
I kind of love how that played out, actually. It's like, oh, someone was waving outside. I got
Squirrel! All good,
so
brother.
wonderful, though.
No, the question is, with everything going on for Canadian Music Week, both live performance and what people can catch up on, what do fans and viewers have to look forward to with Harmonies?
They got a lot to look forward to. We got a lot of new music coming out. Like during the past couple of years are pretty rough during the pandemic, and we spent a lot of time writing and recording, and just like really working on our craft and like the production engineering side of things, which is great, and it taught us a lot of things. And so we got a lot of new music coming out, and they can expect something very big very soon.
That's so great. So I'm hearing a lot of like, you guys are wearing a lot of hats, you know. Obviously your performances speak for themselves, your social media is going strong, you've got singles coming out, but I mean all of these things that have to happen behind the scenes in order to make all of that flow for all of the people out there who are soaking you in. I mean, have you found that during the pandemic and living together that it's given you a bit of an opportunity to curate those things and cultivate more skills? Like what are some new skills you're busting out?
Yeah. Well, you know, that's kind of like what you were saying about like when you asked about the house, right? And Danny said it was it's a content house, and it's just all for the sake of productivity, right? Maybe there's a lot of people out there in the internet world watching this right now who have an impression of what it is to be like a rock musician, either in the 21st century or before or whatever. But when it comes down to brass tacks, it's an intense amount of work. You know, that back in the day, like for example, Frank Sinatra, like, you know, when he was singing, Frank Sinatra didn't have to like think about how his album cover looked. There was a whole graphic design department in Columbia Records. They would, you know, find the best picture of Sinatra, make the font, make the thing, make it happen. Out goes the record. No, these are things that like we need to assess every moment. It's like, what's the album cover going to be? What's the flyer going to look like? And that's just on a visual scale. So there's so many little things that you're micro kind of like involved. I kind of look at it like whenever I'm tuning my guitar on stage, which I've wasted years of my life doing, I think about like that little millimetrical thing that I'm doing. That's like a great metaphor for all these things you do as an artist, right? When either you're mixing a song, mastering a song, producing a song, tracking the instrumental, writing the lyrics, all these little things that we put time and focus to are what make the thing, right? So, yeah. I mean, I'm drinking vodka right now, but I also I work as hard as I play. Is what I
Yeah,
mean.
you're earning it. You're earning it. So good job. Good on you guys. You know,
You're
to
crazy.
see the work ethic along with the charisma and the talent, it's really great to see. And so with all of that you've been curating, like what's next? What's coming up?
So so obviously it's been 2 years of being locked up and stuff. So what's coming up for us right now is getting shows going again, right? So we're releasing a new album in July, and we do have a bunch of shows lined up. We have a bunch of shows lined up even in the summer and stuff, but we're gonna be planning like just tours for as much as we can this year, get our music out there, like perform this album that we wrote during the pandemic that we're really proud of and really excited to share with the world. So yeah, hopefully keep creating. We're gonna focus obviously on our social media and like growing in that sense and getting our fans and connecting with our fans more and building the community around the harmonies and just getting out there and going to a town near you.
You have something? You're chomping at the bit.
Oh, honestly, I think Danny covered a lot of that there, and yeah, it's very exciting. I'm excited for the album to come out. We worked really hard on all the songs, so it feels really good to be putting it out there, and yeah.
So now, my understanding is that not just a part of your social media following, but your actual fans are both very devout and loyal. There must be so many stories that can connect with your fans, like either exciting, peaks, valleys. I want to pass around the speaking stick and just kind of like rapid fire, like the first thing you think of mind, like a really standout fan memory.
We have multiple people who have gotten tattoos of our lyrics and our band name. Like, there's one guy who like really liked this one song, and he got like one of the main lines on his chest, like really
Not only
big.
that, but the logo on his chest.
Yeah, the logo too. It's like I wouldn't even do that. Like, it's crazy.
Yo, this guy is
Oh, yeah.
our man.
Oh yeah, he's
Not
a
only
beauty.
that, we've got some people who've got like harmonies in their hand. We got like rib tattoos.
Arm, knees.
Yeah, so Rylan and
Me and Danny both share the. We were the first
we have a
to
harmonies
get the
tattoo,
harmonies
and we have-
tats.
There's a fan in Uruguay who like copied the tattoo and stuff. So it's pretty cool. That's pretty crazy. I have like a creepy fan story, but does that work or? Yes. So this one's like, I'm gonna try to make this quick, but we played this show in Argentina for Puma, and they gave us shoes, which like John still has somehow. But we all had some cool Puma shoes, and during soundcheck, this weird dude like comes up to us in a trench coat, and he has like a camera, and he's like, hey, like he starts asking me about my guitar, a bunch of questions, and he ends up playing the show. No, so when the show starts, he has his little like handheld camera, and he's like filming the whole show, right? And getting like real up and close with like the whole thing, you know? And whatever, the show's done. Next day, I get a message of this guy, and he starts coming to all our shows, right? I don't know, yeah? Sending lots of messages and stuff. Then, do you remember, things started getting extremely weird. This guy starts calling the number. I gave him my number because he said he was a luthier. He could fix guitars and stuff, luthier. So I gave him my number. He starts like calling me like numerous times, sending me massive messages, saying all these crazy things about his life and how he wants to like he wants me to touch his son's hands and like and help him like play guitar. The creepiest things start coming in. Yeah. Then he shows up to a show and he starts saying that like he needs to come in with his security guard because he needs to be safe and all these weird things. And then out of nowhere, the next show comes in. He's like calling our manager, and he's pretending to go to venues that he's our manager. So someone like calls our manager, tells him this guy's going around telling people he manages you. Then to just end it all, he like sends this massive like 20-page message saying that he got shot and that he needs us to go to the hospital to help him, and he like needs to see us and stuff. And by then he's blocked on every phone and every account you can imagine. And now we're like telling security, like, hey, if this weird dude shows up in a trench coat, don't let him in.
I think he may show up tonight.
Yeah, right. And yeah, it got really weird. I don't even want to get into like the details, but I guess the takeaway is don't give your number to strangers too quickly if like you don't know that they're actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. Like I believe that this guy was like in the guitar business, but I should have like asked a couple more questions before he's like, I fix guitars. Yeah, I would have been like, wait, like what guitars do you fix? Like I had no idea. I just like I went too into it. Yeah, I tried basically. Yeah, no, just be smart about it. Yeah. I'm out of vodka, but Crazy Monkey, it was good stuff. All right.
Follow that.
Yeah, to end on a lighter note of that, I think throughout our career and like playing music and playing shows and sharing it with people, we've actually brought a lot of people together. Like a lot of people who've come to our shows, whether it was my friend and it was your friend and then now they're friends, or me and Danny back in Argentina years ago, we were playing a show and then this other band was opening and my sister was visiting for like a week and she fell in love with one of the guys who was playing the show. Now they're married and now they have a whole life together. It's like these things wouldn't have happened if we weren't doing what we were doing, So it's like there's a lot of serendipity in it and a lot of great things have happened. And we've affected a lot of good things, So I believe that like what we're doing is good.
I heard someone smoked weed for the first time at our show once, and I was stoked. And his name was Danny, and I was like, whoa! Is that not allowed?
We're Canadian.
Oh, okay. I'm making sure. No, it was pretty epic though. Someone's like, I smoked weed for the first time at your show. I was like, yeah, you did. Like,
Say, Alex, you got a story?
I was gonna say like a lot of people get connected at a show, like just like Blair Allen said, it's really nice bringing people together. that was what I was thinking. John's got some.
We were like in 2019 doing this Ontario run. We were in somewhere in Ontario, and there was this guy that like came up to us, this older gentleman, saying that he really knew how to sing. He was like, Benny. He was like, I've been singing for 50 years. No, I've been singing for 55 years. And you know what? Like, it's like a very small show. There wasn't many people there, and he kept trying to convince us to play a song, right? And I was like, fine, which one do you want to play? And he was like, Obla Di, Obla Da by the Beatles? And I was like, yeah, bro. And I started playing it, and he stopped me. He was like, no, that's not how it goes. Then I would start it again. He was like, that's not how it goes. And then I would start it again. He was like, yeah, that's it. And then he started singing so out of tune. Like this guy didn't sing for 50 minutes, let alone 50 years. But he was like, that's what makes a better at the marketplace. Probably was a singer. And then everybody starts like clapping along. I was so scared because I thought we were gonna fuck it up, right? I'm sorry, pardon my friend. I thought we were gonna really mess up the performance, but we really ended up winning everybody over. And then he got weird at the end of the night. He like was holding my hand, and I was like, "No, Benny, I don't want it."
Missing a lot of teeth.
Yeah. But he had a lot of soul to compensate.
All right. That's a good way to compensate. Sometimes you have to let those unpredictable moments play out and see how it goes, but you have to know the tipping point. It sounds like holding hands was the tipping point.
So we know there's an album that's going to be dropping, new album or new song. It's going to be mid-July, I believe. What do we have to look forward to with that?
It's going to be loud. It's going to be mean. It's going to be modern. It's going to be clean.
It's banger after banger.
Yeah, we
completely bangers.
Like we wrote as many singles and put them in an album. No, honestly,
all killer, no filler.
It's like if rock music came out in 2022, it's the most like modern, fresh sounding rock songs.
Future rock.
Are respecting classic rock and the roots of rock and roll and blues, but bringing them to today's times. So I'm excited for people to hear like what we created, and we're really proud of it. So I hope everyone else enjoys it.
We put a lot of hard work into it, and put a lot of our hearts and soul in there.
Well, we appreciate that you're going to bear that for us. And so if people are watching this past July 2022, you don't even have to wait. It's already out there. It's already out there.
What are you waiting for?
Is there anything that we didn't touch on that you guys are like, I really wish that they would have asked about blah, blah, blah? Wow. Peter, we're nailing it.
I mean, this interview probably couldn't have gone any more harm and easy.
Oh.
Anyone not sure? I am a dad joke with a pulse.
Let's do another toast.
We did toast.
Here, just this good. We got some beta magic. Okay.
Cheers.
There we go.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
Woo! C-Rock Live.
On
Out.
behalf of CRockLiveMagazine.com, my name is Peter Laneas. This is
I'm Heather Luckhart. This has been a blast.
We're harmonies, baby.
We're here.
Crazy Monkey Lemonade, Crazy Monkey Lemonade. I'm the C-Rock Live magazine, Crazy Monkey Lemonade.
Thank you, CRockLive.com magazine, Crazy Monkey Lemonade at the Rivoli for Canada Music Week. We will see you at the next venue with the next band. Make sure to check us out. Lots of love. Can't wait to see you next time.